There is everything I pack as a 24 years old aspiring mountaineer climbing my first 4000 meters peak in the Alps. 2 months ago, I didn't know anything about mountaineering. I've been hiking for the past 2 years and only making my way to mountaineering now at 24 years old. So I head to the Alps to follow a 5-day mountaineering course. And then I climbed my first 4000 meters peak just 2 weeks after. So let me break down everything I pack in order to make it to the summit so you guys can do it too. And let's start with what's inside my backpack. Of course, my rope, which is very important for walking on a glacier. This one is 50 meters long and has a water treatment on it. And my ice axe, even though we didn't really use it on this particular peak, it's always good to have it with you if you need to self-arrest. But instead we use trekking poles. Not necessary, but it does help a lot. Then I had those tiny bits, a lighter, a multi-tool, a sunscreen stick and a medkit if something turns bad. My very compact sail bag that I couldn't leave at the refuge with the clothes I spent the night in. I also got my 1.5 liter water bottle to stay hydrated. This is very important to avoid any altitude sickness. Some people just use flasks like this or even a camel bag like this. But at the end of the day, it just comes to your own preference. And of course, my 35 liters backpack from Simon that I am taking everywhere with me when I don't need a bigger backpack. So let's talk about what I was actually wearing. I had a merino wool legging just like this one under my mountaineering pants, and it felt amazing because of the cold morning we had. But if you plan on buying a mountaineering pants, look for one that has this different kind of fabric at the bottom. It actually helps to prevent making holes with your crampons. Then my boots, and these are the La Sportiva Triangle Alpine, which are a bit overkill for simple trekking peaks, but I felt very comfortable in them combined with my G12 crampon from Breithorn. For the top part, I had a long sleeve as a first layer with a 15 euro fleece on top of it. And then my down jacket from Rab, and the thing I love about it is that you can easily compress it so it doesn't take too much space and it's pretty lightweight. By doing so, I had the 3-layer reels on me and felt very good, even a bit too warm sometimes. Let's not forget my hard shell, which I didn't use because the weather was actually nice, and you better have it with you because the weather in the mountains is pretty unpredictable. Let's continue with the glove. I had 2 pairs, one being very light and the second a bit warmer, because you don't want to end up with frostbite. Then my Sirocco helmet from Pretzel, very lightweight. I had my headlamp and my action cam mounted on. I also had a neck cover and a thin beanie to protect my skin from the UV and feel a bit warmer. And of course, my category 4 glacier glasses. I do love the vintage look of these, but also very important to protect your eyes from the snow glare. And if you are curious about what I had on my harness, I took with me a Prusik, 2 sling, a crevasse rescue kit and few carabiners. So this is everything I've been using to climb my first 4000 meters peak, and if it helped you, save this video for later and follow